Anupam,
Yes,
Anupam,
sir. Yes, sir.
Dr. Kuila is here,
I can't see, sir.
but he said he has joined and 50, it is showing 57 uh,
No, no. I think he has joined in some different link.
Yeah.
differently.
Yeah. So you
But
have
I,
please.
okay, okay.
Uh,
I given the same link to Kuila sir in the evening.
but it's only eight. It's showing only eight. But he's how can he say he can say it's 56?
Just now I've called him. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anupam sir, can you call Sunil sir once again? But I cannot find many
Okay. Okay.
students here. Yeah. Just to give
So
him a
I'm
call.
just sending it to Quilla, sir.
No, no, I've sent it already.
Okay. I'm calling the students, sir.
Where they have joined, I don't know.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
Hello.
Yes.
Sir is doing another link. Another link. Sir called us another link.
No, 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 no. This is the link where you have to join.
Sir, Sunil sir আমাদের অন্য লিংকে ডেকেছেন।
কেন?
এখন এখন আমি জয়েন করে আছি ওই লিংকে। স্যারকে দেখতে পাচ্ছিলাম।
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার
স্যারকে
আছেন।
স্যারকে বলো যে এই লিঙ্কটা জয়েন করতে। বলো দেবদত্ত স্যার যে
ওকে স্যার,
লাইনটা
ওকে
দিয়ে
স্যার।
যে জয়েন্টটা লিঙ্কটা দিয়েছেন আপনাকে সন্ধ্যাবেলা সেটা জয়েন করুন।
ওকে স্যার।
একটু বলে দাও।
I think people are confused between the two links.
yes, yes, yes.
অনুপম, hello,
Yes, sir. Quilla
অনুপম.
sir has joined, I think. Yes, sir.
Fine, but where from they have got the second link?
I don't know, sir.
From the
They
beginning,
should not get.
Yeah, I think there is some miscommunication. But from the beginning, we are sending the same link, and every day we are
Yes, yes,
using
yes.
this particular link, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, okay, let us wait for some more time.
So most of the joinees are from the 2020 and 21 batches, first years and second
Mm,
years.
yeah, yeah. Still, I cannot find Shunilda here. Oh, HOD. Yes, yes.
I have shared 1 second the link. I
Okay, okay,
think
okay.
they will soon. They will join.
They're joining. They're joining. Just they're joining very quickly, and we are just allowing them to this particular link.
Aritra,
Yeah, hi sir,
কেমন আছো?
গুড ইভিনিং। খুব ভালো আছি, আপনি ভালো আছেন তো?
হুম, হুম।
Anupam, can we start now?
Yes, sir. You can start.
Yeah, let others join. And Kuila sir, you can start.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. The program tete-a-tete has been launched by our college, and particularly, I think, from IIPC department. Am I right?
It is from SMC. It is Social Media Champion Group. This is a separate group, nothing to do with IIPC. Right, sir.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
social media champion. That scheme has been floated by MHRD. So our
Okay.
college has
Okay.
participated in that SMC, and basically college has identified myself and Anupam sir to look after this SMC.
Okay. Okay. Objective, but objective is same, just to interact with the alumni.
Correct.
And so that is, I think, that is very much important if it is possible to interact with the alumni to share their views. They can share their views with you, and that will help you a lot for designing your future. But that should be very much informal. That may be very informal. You can interact with your personal questions for making your future. So today's, let me introduce today's guest, Aritra Day, who is actually chemical engineering 2015 pass out. So first of all, I would welcome Aritra for joining us,
Thank you.
for sharing your views among the students. Regarding Aritra, one thing I can say, which is something different. So far as I can remember, Aritra was a good student. Good student means it's a first row student. I think, if I am not mistaken, Aritra, your position was below 5.
Almost, yeah, like that only.
Yeah, okay, like this. But only in Orithro, I have seen one special character. Character means regarding the future, regarding the career. Because most of the good students, they are being focused on for getting any good core job. Mostly, I have seen it in the last 16 years. I have seen that the good students, they are preferred to get a good job in core sector because chemical engineering is a core engineering group. So, but only Orithro was exceptional. And still now, I have not seen anybody else who are from the very beginning focused for getting the job in software. Am I right, Orithro?
Yeah, I was an exception in that. Yeah.
Yes. So that's why Orithro, I can remember him in all the times when the present students are they are mainly focusing their career for getting a good core job, and they sometimes they argued not to join in the drive. Core means software drive. They are not express their willingness. They are not willing to sit in a software oriented job. Then I can remember Orithro because Orithro was the only student, a good student. He was from the very beginning. He was focused for getting a good job in software company, and accordingly, he got the job initially in the Infosys, and presently he is working in TCS. So he will say about himself. And one thing is, I can say that if you have any question regarding your career, future, regarding your future career, and what kind of confusion is there for making your goal, that can be shared with Orithro without any hesitation. Another one point I would like to say about Orithro, because another one milestone he had set, the Wrong Milanti, that program, which is being continued till now. In the last 2 years, it was not organized due to pandemic. And Orithro was the maker of this program, Wrong Milanti, in the form of 3 drama. And that has been become very popular in future. So Orithro, I shall not waste any more time. Rather, we will provide more time to interact with you.
Thank you, sir, for these
Okay, so
kind
once
words.
again,
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for these kind words. Yeah, it was a pleasure actually. Like, I had joined Haldia Institute of Technology in 2011, and those 4 years, the best years of my life till now, I can say, and I till today, I mean, I look back with very fond memories of those places. And Sir Quila sir was my mentor during my college years, and he was a father figure to me. And without his blessing, without his support, perhaps I would not have reached the stage in my career what I have now. Also, DDJ sir, I have closely interacted with him, someone whom I looked up to always. And Anupam sir, I did not have the opportunity to mix as freely or as intimately with him, but I hope he is also a very able mentor for all the students and someone you can look up to also. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to interact with the students who are studying in this prestigious institution and who are lucky enough to be a part of it. So yeah, like sir said, I have always had my focus on joining a software industry ever since I decided that I would follow the path of engineering, which was perhaps, I would say, just before I continue, is everyone able to hear me? If sir, I mean, is my voice clear?
yes,
Yes,
audible.
Okay, thank you. That's good. Okay, yeah. So ever since I had decided to progress in engineering stream or engineering as a career, so my target was always that I would go into the software industry. Why software industry? That is again a personal choice. It's not that I was ever forced into going into software, uh, or that chemical engineering did not excite me. Not that. Software engineering, which I feel gives a very broad opportunity for people who are coming from different backgrounds. Let's say there is a person who is studying electrical engineering, a person who is studying computer engineering right now, and a person who is studying, let's say, biotech or chemical. So, three very diverse fields. And these three people are taken and put into a software company. For example, Infosys, Wipro, TCS. But the thing is, and that is the level of differentiation up to that point. After that, these software companies, the projects that they work on, is completely different to what you are learning right now. Yeah, Arindam, I'm sorry. Someone had raised a hand. Okay, maybe if I continue and I can just open the flow for questioning later, would that be good?
Right, right.
Yeah,
That is right.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So as I was saying, yeah. So if these three people are put into any software industry, what would happen? Whatever is being taught, I mean, it is fair to assume, or we at that time also we had the conception that maybe the person who is coming from a software stream, maybe CSE or IT, that person will have an advantage, right? Whenever these three people are placed into a software company, but it is not so. The thing is, the funny thing about the IT company is they will make you start from zero. So a person who is from chemical engineering, a person from electrical, person from CSE, they will all have the same platform from where they can launch their careers. And there is no differentiation. If you have the aptitude, you can learn easily and you can progress very far. It doesn't matter what stream are you from. The thing is, it's the only thing what you need to have is a clear cut goal on what you are willing to achieve. If you're willing to achieve a role in management, if you're willing to achieve a, let's say, a more of a techno functional role, if that is the thing what you want to progress, then you need to start building yourselves up and be focused on that. See, the, the present situation in this country, or rather the world, regarding software, it's a very booming sector. Okay, so there are many people who are coming in and there are many companies, but to get into the top tier companies, you need to develop an attitude from the very early years of your college life. I think most of the attendees in this meeting are first years and second years, right? So this is the time where you want to set your goals. I mean, set the eye on that I want to become this in the next 3 years, and so I have to prepare myself accordingly. Okay, it's not that I am discouraging people from joining the core streams. It's of course a very good option, and most of the people, like Vilas was saying, most of the students who are in the core engineering streams, they have a passion, because just because they are in that stream, obviously they will have a liking for it, and they would want to spend their careers, or they would want to invest their ideas, or give an effort in that particular stream itself. And that is the reason why they go for core streams, which is also a very healthy choice. But again, that all depends. But if you are focused on core industries, that I want to join the core sector, I want to research, I want to study more on it, then your goals should be different. Then your goals should move from aptitude or general management learning, and you should move on more to research, more to studying, devoting hours in the library and trying to come up with questions. And that is the main thing about research. You need to come up with questions, that why is this particular process happening in this way, how can I improve it, how can I better it, right? So this is the main agenda of the two diverse streams. What most of the students, at least in my time, they had that conundrum in their minds going on, whether I should join a core industry, whether I should join a software industry, the pros and the cons. There's a big battle in your minds going on at that time. And in the fourth year, you have the IT companies coming in first, and it's like, if you sit for that, if I get a job, should I go there? Should I go to IT industry? Will it give me the career stability? Will it give me the the desire? I mean, will it give me the opportunity to succeed? All these questions come in your mind. So, but you need to ask yourselves, and this is not something which I can tell you or any of your teachers can tell you. This is something which you need to ask yourselves. What am I good at? What do I like? Okay. If you have the passion, at the end of the day, you are bound to succeed, right? So let me tell you one thing about this college, which I don't think is present in many colleges in this country, right? So Haldia Institute of Technology not only gives you the opportunity to learn in the classrooms. Okay. Classroom learning is one thing. You have books, you have your able teachers to guide you, you have notes, you have a lot of things which can help you. Okay. And classroom coaching is a part of college life. Something which is there, which has to be there. The main thing which is there in HIT are the values what you learn. The value of loyalty, the value of integrity, the value of working together as a team. Because many colleges, they don't give the students the opportunity to interact, to form bonds, to form groups, and to indulge in the co-curricular activities, right? So this gives you a very, very good learning on what the world expects from you outside the four gates, right? Outside the gates of this college. I'll give you an example. Okay. In a software company, so you're all engineers, right? We build something, whether we build software, whether we build a machine, whether we build cars, we are building something. We are designing, we are innovating, and we are developing solutions, right? Sorry. So in any sphere, in any company, you will be taken into projects. And in projects, you cannot deliver alone. You need to work with a team. I have had several teams, and I have had almost 7 years of career experience, and I have worked with several teams. And in every team, there are several kinds of people, right? There is a person who is very meticulous, but who doesn't speak much. There is a person who maybe speaks a lot. There is a person who is very efficient at doing his job, but he will not give that much of effort, right? He will not he will just quietly come, do his work, and leave. If you interact with your fellow mates around you, in and around you, I'm sorry, just have a bit of a cold. Yeah. So I'm sorry for that interruption. So if you look around you in your college, you will get similar sort of people, similar mindsets, I would say. I'm not criticizing any sort of mindset, but you will get similar mindsets of people. And over here, if you work together in any sort of community in this college, there are several groups. You have THT, you have Rangmilanti, you have quiz clubs, you have several groups in this college. So once you interact with this team, with a wide variety of people, you will know how to cope with them. You will know how to deal with them. In any sort of company in this world, the main thing is how to manage with your team. And that is a very important thing which you're learning from this college. You guys, I would say, I mean, not only you guys, the entire student fraternity is greatly impacted. I mean, I would say rather the most impacted by the pandemic. You guys are missing out on 2 very important years of your life. You have missed out on 2 very important years of your life. That is being in this college campus. This campus, I'm sure all of you have seen it, is one of the most beautiful campuses in the state, right? Right after the IITs, I believe this HIT has such a wide campus, okay, where you can do whatever you like. You can mix with groups. See, we have a saying. It might be a sort of belief that sitting and gossiping or chatting might be considered as a waste of time, but it's not actually. In our time, we used to sit on the techs the techs outside the first gate during our free time, and we used to talk. And our conversations, they did not include like talking about somebody or something. Okay, so it was mainly on how to do something. Rangmilanti, like Vilas had said, was a product of one of those Adda sessions. Like we were talking how to what to do. So then let's say one idea came. Okay, let's do this. Let's build up a team where we can have drama, where we can have dance, where we can have music. All these three things combined, and we will do something which has not been done previously. Likewise, there was another group who came up with an idea of building a car out of simple parts, right? And they participated in the Chennai race also at that time, which was a huge achievement in 2015. We had several other ideas coming up like this. Okay? So I'll encourage all of you, whenever you have the opportunity to get back to college, to sit in your free time and talk and come up with the ideas and execute them. The college offers you the opportunity to execute those innovative ideas, and this will give you the training to go out and face the real world challenges, whether be it in the core industry, whether be it in the IT industry. Okay, so this is how you develop yourself. One more thing, what you need to do is, see, learning mugging up of textbooks is not something which I have ever done or I would recommend. And I'm sure none of the teachers would also encourage this thing. You need to develop a scientific curious mind. By scientific curious mind, I mean you need to question your teachers. Whenever they're teaching a subject, you need to understand and you need to come up with that scenario in your mind. And you need to think what can be done differently. If I do that differently, if I think differently, can I achieve something better? Can I achieve something more efficient? And I'm sure all the teachers over here will agree to this, that having this sort of inquisitive mind will only lead to the development of you, and that is what they want also. And they will be providing answers to all your queries. Suppose, I just give you an example. Suppose there is a design of a particular factory, or a particular plant, what you are planning in your design class, maybe later down the years when you have that session, right? So you have an idea that suppose this particular chamber should not be in this particular position, or the capacity of this chamber should be different. You will have your logics for that, and you need to present that, and you need to come up with that okay, this chamber capacity should be X cubic meters. Why? Because the air needs to pass more freely over there, right? So why? Okay, this is not what is being taught, but this is what I think. Okay, I might be wrong. Why am I wrong? Okay, maybe this is due to XYZ reasons. All right, I don't remember much from chemical engineering. It has been 7 years, so sir, forgive me for that. But yeah, I mean, but this is the sort of mentality you need to have, and this boys and girls will actually help you. Okay, and well, this is what I can say. If you have, I mean, this is what I have learned from this college, and this has helped me a lot. And talk amongst your peers, talk to your seniors, try to learn. There is a lot to this college. There is a lot you can gain from this college, I can tell you. And I have seen so many people being benefited from it. I mean, it's hard to gauge. It's hard to gauge what this college has given us, and that is the reason why we are so grateful to this institution. Like I said, so you need to just simply have an open mind, and you need to question, and you need to be first of all, the first step, obviously, like I told you, like who are in the first years and the second year. So you need to have that particular, you need to ask yourself and have that particular goal. Where do I want to see myself? It might sound something which I'm telling you, which perhaps is a bit futuristic for at this stage of your life, but trust me, it's never too late. I mean, never too early to begin. And you need to start early, because this world is very competitive. There are so many engineering colleges coming up. There are many students who are aspiring just like you, but the places are limited. So in order to get into those best seats in the house, you need to jump in front of the queue as early as possible. So that is something which I always tell tell my brothers, and you guys are all my brothers and sisters. So that's what I would advise you as well. So this is all I have to say. If anybody has any questions, you can please ask. Unmute yourselves. I would try to answer to my best of my abilities.
Okay. Thank you, Aritra. Now session is open for the students. You can ask your question, any question you can ask.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hi. Don't call me sir. Call me Aritra. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to ask that before college,
Hmm.
you have to clear about that. You have to go in IT company, or after coming in this college, you have to decide that you have to go in IT company.
See, it all depends on yourself. Okay, Ankit. So, okay, in which stream are you in right now?
In chemical engineering,
Chemical engineering, which year?
second year.
Second year. Okay, so you have entered your departmental studies, right? So, how are you liking the subjects?
Personally, I like too much.
You like too much. Okay. So then that is something, that is a goal which you should be setting for yourself, Ankit. See, I was very clear when I entered HIT that I would be more focused on IT, because that is something which I had seen many seniors, or maybe you can say there was a sort of influence on me, because I had brothers and sisters, cousins actually, who were in the IT industry, who were in software industry, and one of them was a pass out from HIT itself. So they, I saw them and I was inspired by them, and that is something which led me to go into the IT industry. So that is my story. Your story might be different. You might have brothers, you might have sisters, you might have alumni, who have passed out from this college and who are in core industry, and maybe that is something what inspires you. So you need to think, you need to sit down quietly by yourself and think what I want to be in the next 2 years, or what do I want to achieve in my life, and that will answer your goals, and that will answer your question. It's there is no specific time, I mean, to fix your career, or to understand what I want to become. It just happens.
Okay, but one more question is that if you inspired from your cousin, then why you choose chemical engineering? Why you not choosing CS or IT?
Well, that was actually a very good question. Yeah, I often ask that myself. So, yeah, I was, well, under the impression that, and this is a very honest answer, I was under the impression that chemistry and chemical engineering are linked, and I did not have anyone to educate me about that. And I thought that because chemistry was one of my favorite subjects in school, I thought that, okay, why not this? Well, let me try going into the stream. So that is the reason why I had joined chemical engineering in the first place. And then I came to understand that both are very different, not exactly related to each other. Chemical engineering is, as you know, it's more of plant-based technologies and how to, increase the productivity. There are several. It's a wide aspect. Okay, but then I preferred, and that was my personal choice, I preferred to go to the software industry. But chemical engineering had given me a very good base, actually, because chemical engineering, the papers in chemical actually had a lot of coding aspects, like C++ was there in numerical methodology subject, and we had that for two years, I think, and also there was separate computer subject as well. So I was constantly in touch every other semester with coding. So it gave me a good stepping stone when I went to Infosys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure, Ankit. I think there is a question over here in the chat. I'll just read it out. It's from Rishikesh. Sir said, most of your batchmate was joining chemical engineering core companies, but you were willing to join software companies. How you did this, and what motivated you to do this cut? Well, it's not, like I said, the motivation, not a direct motivation. I saw my cousins excelling in IT industries, and they were and most of them were from core engineering as well. So that gave me a sort of motivation over there. And well, I really did not fancy myself working in the core industry, to be honest. uh, that you can say was a factor for me as well. I did not fancy, and that is my choice. Okay, you can have a different choice, and that is completely okay. That is completely for you. I didn't want to pursue a career in this particular stream, so that is the reason I chose software.
Okay, students, you may also raise up your hand and directly interact. You can raise up your hand and ask the question directly to Aritra.
Hi,
Yeah,
Akash.
Hello,
Akash.
Aritra.
Hi, Akash.
Hello, Aritra.
Yeah,
I have
hello,
a
Akash.
question.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have joined chemical engineering because I was interested in chemistry. Now I want to do something in the field of research. So what I have to do for that after B.Tech?
In which year are you in?
Pardon?
What is which year? I mean, which year are you in?
I'm from second year.
Second year. Okay. So I would advise you, if you want to go into research, the best thing is to study for the GATE exam. That is the main thing. And you have a great set of faculty in chemical department who can guide you. So get the material, and I would say focus more on mass transfer and heat transfer. That those are the main subjects from which the questions in GATE come in. So you need to focus on those two subjects. Also, thermodynamics is very important. So you need to concentrate on the subjects more, and give as many as aptitude exams as you can. The GATE mock papers. And if you have, I would say there is no point in joining any of those GATE coaching academies, because you have already a great faculty here who can guide you. I mean, the GATE coaching core subjects, mass transfer, heat transfer, a very direct question answer what you get in WBUT. Okay. Is it WBUT or is it changed now?
It is now Macau, but our college got
It's
the
now Macau.
autonomy.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. So yeah, basically GATE will test you a lot. I mean, you have to be very clear in your concepts. So focus on that.
Thank you, Aritra.
Absolutely.
Okay, there is a very interesting question in the chat box. Sir, if
Okay. I am pretty sure ISCL will not offer me a core job. Okay. And I mean, that is the last thing they will do, because I have been away from the core industry for 7 years and I have absolutely zero recollection of it. Okay. So even if, okay, in a hypothetical scenario, even if they offer me a job, no, I would prefer to be I am right now in a management sort of role in the company. So I would prefer to be in a management role and not in a core technical role. So yeah, if ICA offers me a management position, why not? No problem.
okay, any more question or hand raise from the students? Come on, students. For the first years also, you are okay to ask questions to your bhaiya.
There are so many people over here, 75 people. You can ask. I mean, don't be shy. So this is something which you should.
Okay, Sanjeevan.
15 that you talked about, that something they got, they went for a race in Chennai. So I want to know how, I want to know how we can imply chemical engineering in automobile industry.
Okay, very interesting and a very good question, which you should be asking your college professors, not me. Okay, I'll just try to answer your question to the best of my ability. See, automobile industry is basically based on a lot of things, and one of those things is the fuel which actually drives the car, and that is where engineering knowledge comes in. I think I had read a report a few years back, and I think Wheeler sir was also there in that, like using water, uh, some automobile technology was developed, some engine technology was developed. Am I wrong, sir? I think that I had read a report.
Yes, actually,
Yes,
this
you are
is
right, Aritra.
Yeah, right.
by splitting water, the story.
Yeah. So there are avenues. You can go into like automobile, you can go into core chemical engineering, fertilizers. There are so many things. Even biochemistry is a shootout of core chemical engineering, if you look at it that way. So you can go ahead in that. I mean, whatever your interest is in.
Okay, sir. In last class, Biswajit sir was talking about this how we can use hydrogen in automobile industry. So I
Mhm.
got some interest there. So I was thinking about how we can use hydrogen there.
Yeah.
About and he also talked about he was something like in this project of using hydrogen in automobile industry.
Mhm.
So I wanted to know about that, how we can use.
Okay. So again, like do your research. I mean, now internet is very cheap and very fast. So there is a very wide world you can look into. Okay, Google stuff. Look into the management the research papers which has been published in various industries. Read through them. Whatever you can't understand, go to your professors, ask them for explanation. Sit on it. If you have ideas, try to think of how you can construct those ideas into into a real world model, and that is where your professors will guide you. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
talk to
Thank
them,
you,
go
sir.
back to them. Yeah, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
And there is a question in the chat box. Actually,
Okay.
two questions are there, and
Mhm.
both are preferably. I think the notion are same regarding the managing the time. Okay, so
Very
Pintu
good
Kumar is
question.
asking,
Yeah.
sir, how you manage your time in your branch subject and in your IT, which you are interested,
Okay.
and Swarnali engineering department, which language you prefer for placement, as because there is very short time for third year students.
Okay. I'll answer both the questions. I'll answer Pintu's first. So how I manage my time. Thank you, Anupam sir, for reading those info 2 hours every day. Go practicing those aptitude papers. See, the main thing is you can answer those questions if you're given the time, but the time is short, and you need to answer those questions very third year till I got placed. I got placed in October. So from let's say around May, yeah, April, May, around that time, that is how I practiced, and that is how I got through the exams. I hope that answers your question. And Shornali's question was language. I'm not sure which language she's talking about. Are you asking about the programming language? If you are talking about the programming language,
Preferably programming language.
yeah, so programming language, I think in college, what you will learn is C. And yeah, and thank you. Yeah, C. So learning C is, I think, enough. You will have the concept of database management. You will have the concept of arrays and the basic coding structures you will know, which is okay. C is not an object-oriented programming language, which is majorly used. Python, Java, C++. These are the main object-oriented programming languages which are used for the front-end development. And you have there are several right now. JavaScript and all these things have come in. And for backend, you need SQL. So database concepts and all these things you will learn in college itself. So basic knowledge is enough. And later on, when the companies hire you, they have a very uh, robust training program, especially Infosys. Infosys has a rigorous training program in which you will learn everything. Okay, and that will set you up for your IT career if you are going there. I hope that answers the question. Okay, I see another question from Tanisha Mukhopadhyay. How propulsion control can be done with chemical engineering? Sorry, I am not the person who can answer this question. This is too technical for me, so I'll not be able to answer it. If Kuila sir or DDG sir or Anupam sir can answer your questions, this question could be better. How propulsion control can be done with chemical engineering? I'm not the person for it. Sorry.
And I think I am not also this person because I am belonging to mathematics, and
Okay,
Kuila sir is only one who can
only
answer
one
these
person.
questions.
Okay. Okay.
There is one question in my mind. I think Aritra, you were in the hostel, right?
Yeah, I was in
You are the hostel.
Abhinandan, yeah,
Yeah.
Abhinandan Hostel, room C6.
Okay. Students has some dilemma regarding the hostel life, whether they prefer they should opt for hostel or they should stay outside as PG so that they can go for like nothing is there, no disturbance is there, and they want to study like go and study like that. So what will be your suggestion to the students who are looking for the hostel, staying at hostel, or they should choose the outside things?
Okay, I'll tell you a story then. This is a very true story. When I was in my first year in my college, so Abhinandan Hostel was first year, okay, and P4, right, P4, yeah, P4 was second year, okay, and we had a very, I mean, we had an experience in the first year where the seniors had come into our hostel and there was an interaction and all these things. I mean, alteraction and all these things, okay, and so we first as first years we were very scared, and we had the batch we had seniors, they are seniors, I mean, my god. So that terror used to be there. And but what happened was, and that was nothing to be worried about. And as we grew up, we learned that, like, we I mean, I became best friends with with most of my seniors, right? So they were very, very good folks. But that those things happen in college and all these things. But not only me, a couple of my other friends also, we were actually thinking of leaving hostel and going into a PG. Thankfully, we did not find any suitable PG which was within our budget at that time. We would have missed out a lot. Okay, so don't ever think of going into a PG until and unless you have some other constraints. But disturbances, these are the disturbances which will help you concentrate and which will help you grow. Trust me on this. No world outside this college, no place outside this college will offer you that utopia where you can sit and nothing will disturb you and you will be able to do whatever you like. Every single place, wherever, whether you are sitting on a computer desk or whether you are in a plant, disturbances will be there in any form. Okay, and until and unless in these 4 years you learn to cope up with those differences and yet do your work now, the outside world will just gobble you up. Because outside world, the companies, the management of these companies, they won't tolerate failures from you. In college, you have the opportunity to fail and again rise and again go ahead. Outside, you won't have the opportunity. In Infosys, I can tell you, in Infosys training, if you fail, you're out. If you fail the training exams, you're out. So no second chances over there. They won't offer you any chances. Okay. Disturbances will be there every single time. In When I was in office, there used to be a lot of hindrances. People used to come in, they used to talk. Somebody used to talk here, somebody used to talk here. Okay, all of a sudden, the internet was not working. Okay, all of a sudden, something of the other came up. But you had to deliver. You have to deliver, and that is your job. You are being paid to do your job. You are being paid to deliver. And even if there is an elephant stomping, I mean, right in front of you, you need to do your work. Okay, so this hostel life, you're talking. If Anupam, if that is your complaint, disturbances are your complaint, then you need to cope up with that. You need to learn how to cope up with that. Okay, and if you just run away from that, that is not going to help you. So I would say stick to your hostel, have some patience, and I can guarantee that these hostel life will be the best part of your life. I mean, we still miss it all my friends and all, whenever we have a reunion, sort of, our chat, I mean, we can go on for hours on what we did in the hostel for those 4 years. Like, it was epic, I can say.
Auditro, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So actually, you spent the 4 years here in the campus. So how a student can manage extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities along with their studies?
Yeah, that's a very fair question, sir. And I think in our time also there were many people who used to think that coming and doing co-curricular activities would actually hamper with their studies, and as a result of which many people did not join in that Rangvilanti for the very first time when we had done it. But see, co-curricular activities, that is time management. Okay, when you are studying, and I think when you are studying, you need to devote a particular. So after dinner or before dinner, you are studying. Similarly, you will fix 1 hour or 1.5 hours and devote it completely to the co-curricular activities. Either you are participating in drama, you are participating in song, dance, even if you are simply reading a storybook, devote some time specifically to it. Okay, it's all about time management. It's all about forming a routine in your head that from 6 to 7 I will do this particular thing, from 7 to 8 I will do this, from 8 to 8:15 I will just go downstairs and have a cup of tea. Okay, so this is how you have to manage your time. I mean, there is no set formula on how to manage the. You need to form a sort of mental routine. I need to do this, so that and that in that place I had to spend 9 months, okay, in a very uncomfortable situation. But I mean, staying stuck in one room. And in my college, I'm sure everybody know. I mean, those who know me know that I was not the person who could stay confined in one room for a very long time. I mean, I needed to go out in the college campus every day. I needed to roam about. I needed to walk. I do something of that sort. Okay, and I mean, it was horrible, pathetic experience. But but there is one lesson. What every cloud has a silver lining. That's what I believe. Uh, that lockdown period helped me to grow up, grow my, that creative side of me came through, sir. And I composed a lot of poems at that time. I started a YouTube channel where I would narrate the stories like Sunday Suspense. So we had a group. So we did all these things. So that is my lockdown story.
Yeah. So actually, Aritra, we have started offline classes from 16th of November.
Okay.
Right. So we have started with third and fourth year. Then later on, after 7 days, we have started with second year. Then subsequently with first year. Now offline classes are on. From the teacher side, we are a bit comfortable because we came out from the online classes, which was horrible experience for us.
I'm sure.
Specifically the practical classes,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah. So, but what we have noticed when we have started meeting the students, uh, because of this COVID-19, our first year and the second year both are like first year actually.
Hmm.
Okay, and third year is also partially like first, not that much, motivated towards studies or towards their career.
Mhm.
So it is always can drive you, but it's very important that how much you can keep yourself optimistic.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So as a student, when you have spent here in the campus, how you have kept it optimistic?
Okay. Share of thought. I knew what I had to become. Okay, this is a roadblock. I know that have a creative. Look, at the end of the day, that can save me, and that kept me going. I my outlook was always to find out a solution to any problem which came to me, and that is how I deal with life, and that is something what I have learned from the great teachings of the sages like Swami Vivekananda. If you read Swami Vivekananda's life, you can see that he had several other people. You can take the life of J.K. Rowling, who is a very famous author. I'm sure everybody has read Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling was rejected by publishers who were thinking after Bloomsbury published Harry Potter. Those publishers were literally banging their heads against that wall. So I know, and that's what I believe. I can push forward. So all these things from that didn't matter actually. There are many non-CS guys who have excelled over there. I have seen a mechanical guy who was with me, and he was one of the top performers during that training program. He was a guy from mechanical engineering. Now he is in Amazon. He's working as a coder in Amazon. So Ravi Yadav, how much are you getting your first salary? Okay, so basic IT industries, they will all offer, they used to offer at that time a package of around 3.25 to 4. That was a package, that was a universal package for every person. Okay. I'm not sure whether they have changed it right now based on the current circumstances. I think they might have increased it. but I'm not sure.
Yeah, they've increased it.
They have
Yes,
increased it.
they've increased it around 3.6, and for better students, they are also offering near to five
Oh, near to 5.
6 lakhs
That's
right
good.
there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Then it's okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, any questions from Dr. Quiller? Take over.
To have to provide the platform where the current students can interact with us, because I
Okay, so I have not got the chance to interact with Aritra in the classroom, but beyond the
Yeah,
classroom, I think we have,
absolutely.
yeah, communicated some of the times, right?
Yes.
So, if we do not find any questions, then Vila sir, if you can conclude.
yes. So thank you once again, Arithro,
Thank you so much.
for providing your time for our students, for your juniors, rather I would say,
Yeah,
for your juniors. Definitely, it will help them. It will guide them for designing their career in future.
profile over here in the chat for anyone to connect with me. Just give me 1
So, have
second.
you provided that?
No, no, I'm just pasting it.
Okay,
1 second.
you paste it. Yes.
LinkedIn profile. So anyone who wants to connect, please connect with me in LinkedIn, and you can ask any questions you want. Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. And also, I would invite you to visit our college at any time
Absolutely.
if you feel free, if you get time, because you are currently you are working at Kolkata.
Yeah, right now I'm in Kolkata. So yeah, of course, I've been planning to visit college for a long time actually, but I did not get the chance. Hopefully, yeah, I will.
Okay, okay. So, thank you on behalf of HIT. I would like to thank you
Thank
as
you.
well as all participants, organizers, everything. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Good night.